Hey folks, this video is to show you how to make a recording of Google Meet. I'm only going to show the step-by-step process of how to actually take a file or take a presentation and record it so you can present it on the Google Classroom. Why I'm presenting Google Meet is because once you're done recording, it's going to do all the work of compressing, putting it into your Google Drive, sending an email, in a great file that can be shared on the classroom immediately, nothing else in between. So let's get started. I'm right now on a blank Google Meet screen, meet.google.com. This is where you want to start, right? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Settings tab. The Settings tab, I just want to make sure my audio is correct. You see as I'm talking, the green is going up and down. That means the mic working. By the way, with this Video tab, this laptop I'm working on only has a front camera. But if you have a tablet and with a back camera that you maybe want to show something, you also want to make sure your back camera is working properly. It's a nice little added feature, and I'll show you how to switch camera views once we actually get into the Meet and start recording. So I just want to make sure everything's working before I get started. Done. We go over here, I'm going to hit the plus button. Okay. It's going to ask me for a nickname. You're just recording yourself. You don't need a nickname. You can leave it blank. This is meant for doing a live session. This video is only for recording. And by the way, since I'm talking about this video, if you want to know what I'm talking about, if you go into the description of this video, you're going to see a link to my agenda, and you're going to see that. You'll get a copy of it. You can type in whatever notes that you want to. But that's really it. I hit continue. I'm right here at this meeting ready session. So this meeting ready session is going to show what I look like in the camera. Hair's all right. I can already preset and turn off the camera. If I don't want anyone to see me, turn the camera off. Where they're going to see is not you. They're going to see an avatar. So right now as I'm talking, you see me over on the side of the video, and you also see the video screen. All right. But if I were to hide my camera, now you're just seeing an avatar of me on the side and the video screen. So you can set this up ahead of time in this meeting ready screen. So turn on and off the camera. Obviously you want to leave the mic on because you're recording. You want people to hear you. Okay. Now, you do not want to press that button. You do not want to present. I understand that you want to present your screen. The problem is when you push that button, all you're doing is showing your screen. You do not. So what you have to do is you have to hit join now. When you hit join now, that's going to bring you to the Meet screen. And with that Meet screen, that's where you're going to be able to start the recording session. So that's just how I always set myself up to make these recordings. And this is how you set yourself up to make these recordings. I also want to point out one more thing right down here in the snowman, the 3 little dots in this corner. I could already preset turn on closed captions. It's nice for you to see. What happens though is that in a recording, you can't get the closed captions. If you were to do a live meeting, closed captions are going to be great because the kids can actually see what you're saying. It does a really good job of recognizing the words that are coming out of your mouth, but we can't do that with a recording. So when I hit the join now button, all right, I'm going to see the screen. I'm going to see my face. That's what's happening with when you first join a Meet. All right. What you're going to do is go down to the bottom right-hand side, and you're going to click that button right there. And you're going to click that button. Mine says stop presenting. But what you're going to see is you're going to see it's going to say present your entire screen or present a window. Present your entire screen. And here's why. If you present the window, it's only going to get stuck on one spot. And probably you're going to have to click between a couple different tabs, or I want to show this image and I want to show that website or this slides presentation. So just set it as a default, the entire screen, and they'll see what's going on there. Okay. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. So if I click on presenting and show your entire screen, you should see this. You're going to see a black screen with a green button and a green box. Says you are presenting to everybody. It's going to be weird because you're like, well, what are they seeing? They're going to see your face on the side, and you're going to see this screen. What the students are going to see is your face on the side and this screen until you go to your tab and then start looking at things. Trust me on this. Right now, I opened up a new tab and I'm looking at the Google search screen. I am not seeing my face on the side. I'm not seeing anything in the Google Meet screen. I'm only seeing what I'm talking about. So I know it's kind of a weird spot that you're, not in front of a class of 30 kids, but just, kind of look past your camera a little bit. talk to a room of about 30 imaginary students, and that's what it's going to be like. Now, if I were to open up another tab, or let me just do a search, and I'll go to slides@google.com. I'm looking at my entire screen of slides. What the student is going to see is your face on the side and the entire screen. So if you're looking at a screen of information, you're in a good spot. I'm going to close down that tab. I'm going to come back to here. All right. So what you want to make sure is, as you're doing this, one, in your setup, check my audio, check my visual. Two, in my setup, I made sure I'm presenting my screen. The third thing I'm going to do is make sure I have all my tabs open so that after I start talking, I'm ready to go. I go to my slides, I go to my doc, I go to my Google Classroom. Once I have all those things set up, I'm going to go right down here to the bottom right. You're going to see my snowman. When I click on those three dots in the snowman, right now you're going to see this. You see stop recording. You're going to click on that word record. It's going to say, make sure people in the meeting accept that. There's no one here. Click accept. And then you're going to see, as you see on my screen, in the upper left-hand corner, a red record button. Once that red record button goes, it's recording your information. Now, that's all you need to do. When you're done presenting all your information, done talking, you just go down to the bottom right-hand side. You click on the three dots. You hit stop recording. I'm not going to do that because then I'm going to cut out. You hit stop recording. What Google's going to do is then immediately trigger, hey, time to start compressing that video and time to start putting that video somewhere else. So in our post-recording, I've stopped recording. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to leave the call. And then I'm going to go find the video. By the way, since I'm down here, there's that camera, Control E. If I don't want people to see me, Control E, nobody sees me. If I want people to see me, Control E, people see me. That's how it works. A common problem that happens is that sometimes teachers kind of click on and off and they wind up in the wrong spot. If you see this infinite zoom, that's not a good spot. So what you do is you just click presentation one more time and you're going to go back to that screen. If you notice, look up here in this upper right-hand side. You're going to see a grid. You're going to see two. You're going to see a chat button. You're going to see presentation. You're going to see my face. I could do this, hi. But if I go back to my presentation, I see this infinite zoom. I want to see this black screen. This black screen is home. This means that you're ready to present and ready to go, ready to record and make a great presentation. So I went down, I'm done recording. I hit my snowman. I hit stop recording. I hung up on my Meet. Google is going to do all the work for me. So let me go to my Google Drive. You go to recent because it's probably going to be the most recent folder, but I'm going to go to my drive and I'm going to go to the folder right here that's called Meet Recordings. Meet Recordings is going to store all the videos that you make. Okay. I've made a lot because I've been trying, practicing, doing a whole bunch of posts. That's how it's going to work. And there's a crazy face called Meet Presentation right there. Your file is going to be named the same file as the URL. So I have this right here. I've highlighted on my screen, emh-sfyb-cxh. That's going to be the file. All right. I find that file. The first thing I want to do is rename it. So I'm just going to call this Meet Test. So I know which one it was. So there is Meet Test right there. Just also want to show you something. If I go to share, I don't want to share this with anybody. I go to advanced. I want you to look all the way down the bottom. Automatically check. The default setting for this is disable options to download, print, copy for commentators and viewers. If you were to post, as I unchecked it, I checked it again. Okay. That's the default setting. So if you post this on your classroom, only you can download it. Only you can print it. Only you can make a copy of it. Nobody else can. That's a default setting. All right. There's my file right there. Google is also going to send me an email. It's going to say, hey, your file is done. We've compressed it. It's ready to go. So you're going to get an email alert and you're going to get the video right here in your drive under the file Meet Recordings. Normally, if you do about like a 30-minute video, it's probably going to take about like 7-10 minutes. So just wait, grab a drink of water, come back to your computer. You're going to see it. Now I go to my classroom. I'm going to go to my test class. Going to go to my classwork. I could create an assignment or I could create a material. I can do whatever I want to. Let's just go to material. Give it a title. Give it a description. I click on add. We're going to go right to my Google Drive. Now, in recent, well, there it is. There's Meet Test. Or the other way is I go to my Drive. I go to my Meet Recordings folder right there. There's Meet Test. Add. I'm just going to post this to the classroom. You can see what it looks like. Post. There's Meet Test. There's the video. I click on it. Play. Done. Now, I want to show you one more thing. Let's just say this was an assignment. For some reason, I want them to watch the video and then do an activity. When I click Add, Google Drive, and I attach the video, students can view the file. They do not need their own copy. They do not need to edit. Just leave it. Students can view file. It's going to be there. They click and they play. It's my hope that with Google Meet and you recording in Google Meet, it's a very, very easy process of doing things. If you want to follow this outline, it's in the bottom in the description section. But the reason why I'm recommending this over other options is because it just works. It gives you a file that's small enough to post. And by the way, that file is an MP4, which means it can be played on a phone. It can be played on any computer because it's closer to a cloud access. It's a small file. It's easy for anybody to see. They don't need to install anything to actually view this file. So I hope the presentation helped you out a little bit. And again, have a good evening. Snowman, stop recording.